Thanks for watching Crokinole Center. We're at the final game of the doubles action of the 2023 World Crokinole Championships, and the Slaters have a 4-point advantage on the precipice of a fourth doubles World Championship title. The Tracy brothers and Ryman and Tracy trailing them. They'll need a big result in their final game to catch up to make up that 4-point deficit. The Slaters here in this final game are playing the Hartungs, another father-son team. Ryman and Tracy, they're going to play Bechtel and Kappas in the final game, and the Tracy brothers will play Kipper and Walsh. The Slaters know if they get 5 points in this game, they will be world champions. And anything less than that puts them in some jeopardy of being caught by the trailing pack. The match begins with 120 made all the way around the board. Should mention for any Crokinole fans, even well, I was going to say new Crokinole fans, but even fans of Crokinole in the last 10 years may not recognize that there's actually 2 world champions, world singles champions, on this board right now. Justin Slater, of course, the 5-time champion, but Bruce Hartung, the 2005 World Crokinole champion, who just gives up a 20 to the Slaters there. Definitely not what he was going for. Yeah, the 2005 World Crokinole champion, he defeated Brian Cook in the finals that year, and Brian Cook got some revenge on him in 2007 when he defeated Hartung in the finals. Bruce Hartung hasn't been to the World Crokinole Championships in a number of years, but he's returned here and clearly in fine form, making it to the final 6 with his son Andrew Hartung. Justin convinced that Fred has a 20 chance there, but Fred does not want it. The Hartungs have the hammer advantage. They could win with 2 on the board, and they can win just like that. Andrew Hartung scores the ricochet 20. Justin Slater wanted to respond with the short ricochet himself, does not. Hartung gets a nice roll in front of Fred there, only leaving the follow through. Fred going for the follow through, loses the shooter to the outside of the board. Hartung just sticks it there. So Justin Slater, a chance he could try to hide here, or he could roll in. Slater's electing the hide. And decent, but I think there's enough to see this on the outside from Hartung. But he's going to go through Hogan's Alley. Well done. Not showing any nerves there as Bruce Hartung on that shot. Critical that he made that, otherwise it would have been an open board for Fred Slater to practically win the round. Final shots for each player now. Fred trying to get that one inside. Andrew Hartung can just get a solid takeout, and that's a great spot. There's no rebound there for Justin Slater, and if there is, it's gonna, well, there is a, let's say there is a rebound there, but it's incredibly slim. Yeah, a little bit of action there. And Hartung just got to make contact with this black disc for the 2 points, and he does. The Hartungs take the first 2 points of this match. I mentioned the Slaters need 5 points to clinch the world title. They could win by some score less than that, but they would need, well, they would rely on either of the 2 teams trailing them, the Tracy brothers or Ryman and Tracy, to not win their final game 8-0. And we'll keep an eye on those scores from those other games. Justin Slater scoring the heavy hanger there. Bruce Hartung missing long. Fred Slater trying to get that takeout, and he just barely keeps that black disc on the board. That's crucial there. Justin Slater will try for a hide here. Didn't quite get the hide there, and he's left it in a spot that Bruce Hartung can get a pretty nice hide here on Fred Slater. Bruce Hartung won't be happy with that. Just bounces out in the open, so this makes it much easier for Fred. That's a good roll from Andrew. That's a great roll from Justin as well. I was going to say Bruce would have a chance here for ricochet 20, but Justin took it away. All Bruce could settle for was rolling into the middle, which he's done. But some risk here. Now Fred Slater might want to go for a touch 20 himself. There's that vernacular again. We saw a few games ago. When the Slaters say play solid, they mean just go for the takeout, not for the touch 20. We saw Fred Slater showing a preference for touch 20s in his last match. And again, another shot where the Hartungs are trying to just get it a little bit closer, but taking on some risk, leaving some chances for the Slaters. Oh, and Justin Slater misses the hanger 20. Loses the shooter. Bruce Hartung a chance. Oh, he misses over top of the hole. Slater's off the hook a little bit there. Fred Slater to try to make this a comfortable advantage. Doesn't get the 20, but the takeout is okay. The job still on the Hartungs to try to catch up. Andrew loses the shooter, going for the follow through. And Justin Slater makes it a 2-20 advantage. Hartung misses short. Fred can clinch the 2 points in the round with a takeout 20 here. And that takeout at least clinches the 1 point. And still a pretty high percentage chance that the Slaters are going to get these 2 points, although a nice rebound chance there from Andrew Hartung. Almost made it. And the takeout from Justin means the Slaters will get these 2 points. Good action from Bruce there as well to try to score a 20. The Slaters win those 2 points, getting on the board there, and that's crucial because we're seeing some scores, monitoring those scores from the other games, and Ryman and Tracy right now leading 4-0 in their matchup against Bechtel and Kappas. The Tracy brothers not having quite the luck on their side. They're tied 2-2 with Kipper and Walsh, so they're both teams still within contention to possibly win the World Championship. We'll keep our eyes here on this Slater match to see how things progress in this third round. Andrew first to miss. Again, we're seeing that disagreement from the Slaters there. Fred wanting the 20, Justin just wanting the takeout. And basically, we've seen that sort of contrast in preferences in many of their games so far in these playoffs. And I know neither of their preferences would have been for that leave. Chance here, Andrew Hartung makes the hanger 20, tying up the 20 count here. Good response from Justin. Hartung misses long. Tough shot. Last time Fred took the shot, he just barely kept the shooter on the board. And that's a better takeout there. But has he left possibly a ricochet chance here for Andrew? No, not from that line, it seems. Goes for the follow through, getting pretty close. Nice roll from Justin. Bruce Hartung almost making the rebound off a peg there. Nice leave there from Fred. No line in for Andrew. Although he was trying to carve it back into the middle, it just barely stays on the board. It's a bit of a tricky takeout here for Justin. Should be able to see this disc, but it's a little bit tricky. Gets it. And Bruce intentionally peels there. And now we're seeing the change of preferences again here. Fred Slater going for what he would call a Conrad. I wouldn't call it a Conrad or a 20. Justin says go for the 20. He makes it, and Andrew Hartung makes it on the response. Justin Slater as well. That clinches a point for the Slaters. Bruce Hartung putting some pressure on Fred Slater. The 20 here for the 2 points. Yes. Good shooting from the Slaters. They get that to 4-2, and we're going to flip over to the other match that's going on here, as we got to monitor Ryman and Tracy being up 6-0 right now. If they can win these final 2 points, well, in its current state, they need these final 2 points, and they need the Hartungs to win that final round against the Slaters to be world champions. But right now, Ryman and Tracy, even though they're ahead 6-0, are trailing in this 4th round, and that's a great roll from Josh Bechtel. Not giving Ryman anything to work with. Ryman just settles for the in stick. Ray Kappas with a nice roll too, just plugging that disc in between the pegs. So we know that we're monitoring the scores on the other boards. We know that the Tracy brothers cannot win the World Championships right now. They're trailing 4-2 to Kipfer and Walsh. But Ryman and Tracy can possibly win the World Championships. They need to get the final 2 points. They've got 6 so far in this last game. They need 8. But they're facing 2 black discs on the board, no hammer, and down a 20. Can they pull out some sort of magic? Would be incredible if they could score 8 points in their final game to win the world title. As soon as this round is done, we'll flip you back to the Slaters versus the Hartungs. Tracy getting that disc into the 15 circle. Good takeout there from Josh. Only 2 shots left now. Ryman and Tracy. Is there any magic left in it? Getting down the crucial final shots. Ryman almost getting the 20. It bounces out of the hole. Yes, Ray Kappas makes the takeout, so all that's left, Jeremy Tracy, a double and a 20. Doesn't get it to go, loses everything off the board. Final shot, Josh Bechtel just sticks it in the house, and Bechtel and Kappas will get the final 2 points. So that means this last round, which we flip back to now, between the Slaters and the Hartungs, inconsequential. The Slaters are going to be the 2023 World Crokinole Champions, even though they are trailing in this last round here. They may not know it. As Slater tries to hide here on Bruce Hartung. Gets the mistake out of Hartung. Fred Slater trying to respond here with an open 20. The Slaters won't know it, but they've won the World Championship title now. But they probably think they need to win this this game to clinch it. They narrow the 20 deficit to 1. Nice hide there from Andrew Hartung. Although maybe just bounce off a peg a little bit too much. I think Justin's got a pretty decent look at that disc, and he does make the takeout. Bruce trying to roll that a little bit closer to the middle, just to try to plug up the lanes there. Fred Slater did have a chance for the 20, but didn't make it. And that's a good roll from Andrew Hartung. Doesn't leave Justin Slater much. One final chance for Ricochet 20 to try to tie this round. The horn goes, but Justin will have this final shot. Doesn't make it. Hartungs and the Slaters will tie this game 4-4. But we know the results here from the 2023 World Crokinole Championships now. The Hartungs tie the Slaters 4-4. We saw that. Ryman and Tracy beat Bechtel and Kappas 6-2. We saw that. And the Tracys tied Kipfer and Walsh 4-4 as we see the final standings. The Slaters, world champions in 2013, 2014, and 2016. Now, in 2023, they are the world champions yet again. Connor Ryman and Jeremy Tracy will finish second by just 2 points. Reed and Nolan Tracy will finish third. And Claire Kipfer and Nathan Walsh will finish fourth. The Slaters are the 2023 World Crokinole Champions.